Hey there, sports history fan. This is Arnie Chapman of the Football History Dude podcast, and I'm stopping by this show real quick to tell you about a couple of cool giveaways that we have going on here at the network. Both are autographed books covering various topics of the NFL. The first is The Point After: How One Resilient Kicker Learned There Is More to Life Than the NFL by ex-NFL kicker Sean Conley. It goes over his unique experience as a walk-on kicker at the University of Pitt after never playing high school football. And then it gets into some of his time playing for NFL teams and so much more beyond the gridiron. The other is from author Kevin Bryant. His book is titled Spies on the Sidelines: The High-Stakes World of NFL Espionage. This book started as a curiosity, kind of a passion project to understand everything revolving around, well, Spygate. But this put Kevin down a rabbit hole learning about all sorts of espionage that has occurred throughout the history of the NFL. Both permissible and often the illicit techniques of gathering intel to try to impact the outcome of the game. To sign up for your chance to win an autographed copy of one of these books, all you gotta do is head over to sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways and sign up. That's sportshistorynetwork.com/giveaways. Again, check out all the other podcasts that we have in the Sports History Network as well. But now, back to your regularly scheduled journey to the sports history timeline.
Now it's time to take a sports break, a look at sports history on a daily basis. Hello, my friends in sports history. This is Darren Hayes of the Sports Jersey Dispatch. Welcome once again to the Pigpen, your place for all things great in sports history. And we're going to take a little sports break here to look at some sports history from July 18th, because sports history is made every day of the year. And some of the players and the uniforms that they wore are going to be discussed today. And our uniform numbers we'll talk about are sort of right in order, numbers 3, 4, and 5. Some players didn't have numbers with some of the history we're going to talk about today. And our first one is one of those cases, July 18th, 1913, and it was bound to happen, as all great things eventually end. After 68 straight innings, New York Giants ace Christy Mathewson finally gave up a walk. Unbelievable, 68 innings without a base on balls. July 18th, 1915, Boston Braves started a truly historic climb that moved them from last place to become the eventual World Series champions of the 1915 season. So, that last place to first place. We've seen it happen a couple times, the 69 Mets, 1915 Boston Braves, and I believe there was one other one as well. If you can, somebody has that for us, you can email us at pigskindispatch@gmail.com, and we'll make sure we get that posted as well. July 18th, 1921, Babe Ruth, who would eventually wear number 3, smacked his 139th career home run. You're probably asking yourself, well, how is that significant? I know he had far more than that. He had over 700 home runs. It was broken by Hank Aaron in 1970. So why is 139 such a big number? Well, it broke the all-time home run leader in Major League Baseball at the time. Roger Connor had the title from a long time before that. The home run set another baseball record as well. The shot traveled an MLB record 575 feet in the New York Yankees 10-1 win over the Detroit Tigers at Detroit's Navin Field. July 18th, 1927, Ty Cobb reached a milestone with his 4,000th career Major League Baseball hit. 4,000. Now, we talk a lot about the 3,000 club, but how about the 4,000 club? Much smaller club, indeed. Ty Cobb's on there. July 18th, 1948, Pat Seary, wearing number 5 for the Chicago White Sox, had quite a game against the Philadelphia Athletics this afternoon. This Chicago slugger smacked 4 pitchers out of the park in an 11-inning game to help propel Chicago to a thrilling 12-11 victory. On June 2nd that year, the Cleveland Indians traded Seary to the Sox due to his lack of production and an overabundance of outfielders on the Indians roster. Well, he sure was productive in the Windy City on this day, July 18th, 1948. We go a few years after that, July 18th, 1960, and the National League brass voted to add Houston and the New York Mets franchises after pressure of a Continental League forming forced expansion of the National League. Of course, Houston was not the Astros the first few years. They were the Colt 45s. And, of course, the New York Mets story we've covered a few different times here on Jersey Dispatch. July 18th, 1962, what an amazing start. Minnesota Twins, Bob Allison, number 4, and Harmon Killebrew, number 3, hit grand slams in the first inning against the Cleveland Indians. Yes, both of them each hit a grand slam in the first inning, same game for the same team. The Twins' power-hitting tandem became the first players in history to hit bases-loaded homers in the same inning. Minnesota went on to score a club record 11 runs in the beginning frame and defeated the Cleveland Indians 14-3 in that game. Of course, you get an 11-0 spot on a team. It's hard to lose that ball game, but some teams have. But yeah, that's really interesting. Harmon Killebrew and Bob Allison both hitting grand slams same inning of the first inning of a game. Brings the crowd to their feet real quickly, that's for sure. Well, that is our sports break for today. Glad you joined us. If you want some more sports history, follow my fellow podcasters over on sportshistorynetwork.com or go to jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Till tomorrow, everybody, have a great sports history day. This penalty kill is almost over. I got to get back out on the ice. But thanks again for joining us for another great edition of Sports Jersey Dispatch Podcast. We'll see you tomorrow. We invite you to check out our websites, jerseydispatch.com and pigskindispatch.com. Not only see the daily sports history, but to experience the preservation of great events and people that play the games. Find us on Pigskin Dispatch. It's also on social media outlets of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and don't forget the Pigskin Dispatch YouTube channel. You get all your daily sports history. Pigskin Dispatch is happy to be associated with the Sports History Network, the sports headquarters of yesteryear, found at sportshistorynetwork.com.
This podcast is part of the Sports History Network, your headquarters for the yesteryear of your favorite sport. You can learn more at sportshistorynetwork.com.
It was just another ordinary day in the offices of the Pittsburgh Guardian newspaper circa 1924. But for Marla Delft, assistant editor, everything was about to change. For she was about to discover the awesome attractiveness of Row 1 brand retro sports paraphernalia items thanks to Orville Mulligan, sports writer.
And there it is.
Wow, Orville, that's really the bee's knees.
Isn't it just? A poster-sized replica of the actual 1909 World Series program cover.
I can see that. But where did you get it? And where'd you get it framed?
I ordered it from the Row 1 website, where over 6,000 items of sports memorabilia from the 1880s to the 1990s are available for reproduction, in multiple sizes and in several different materials, with over a dozen styles of frame to choose from for prints like this.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Delft would love to put up more of these in the office. But I'm equally as sure they're beyond this newspaper's budget.
Not at all, my dear Marla. See for yourself. Go to sportshistorynetwork.com/row1.
sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. Oh my, these are good prices. Oh, and look at this stuff. Oklahoma-Nebraska football, college basketball art, Michael Jordan items.
And so
retro
it was that
sports
Marla Delft
advertisement
discovered the
placards.
splendiferous magic of Row 1 sports memorabilia, arts, and prints. You can too by visiting sportshistorynetwork.com/row1. That's ROW1 today for access to the full Row 1 catalog of gallery prints and gifts like t-shirts, long-sleeve shirts, telephone cases, coffee mugs, blankets, pillows, towels, and even shower curtains. Act today for 15% discount off all prints with coupon code SHN15 and 20% off all other items with coupon code SHN20 at checkout. And keep your dial locked to the Sports History Network for the exciting chronicles of the 1920 sports world in Orville Mulligan, sports writer. Coming soon.